What's up, my Central Unit? It's the Central Man here, so back again with another classic WWE pay-per-view review. This time I'm going to review the Great American Bash 2004 at the Norfolk Scope in Norfolk, Virginia on the 27th of June 2004. The attendance for the show was 6,500 and the pay-per-view buys is, I think it was a 0.47. It's about 325,000 buys. The first Great American Bash since 2000, since the days of WCW held that event until it demised in 2001. This is a SmackDown branded pay-per-view. It will continue to be a SmackDown branded pay-per-view up to June of 2006. I think it was July of 2006. That was the last SmackDown branded Great American Bash show. They will continue to do Great American Bash up to 2009. You know, they ditched the Great American Bash name for the final event. They'll just call it The Bash. I will do that pay-per-view review in the near future. Anyway, the commentators for the show are Michael Cole and Taz. I don't really call it a dark match. Actually, it wasn't really a dark match. It was a match on Heat. You had Spike Dudley defeated Jamie Noble. This is a match before this event. The first match to kick off Great American Bash 04, we got a fatal 4-way elimination match for the United States Championship. John Cena defended the belt against Booker T, RVD, and Rene Dupree. Cena was the champion. He won the belt at WrestleMania 20 months back. He is in a feud with Kurt Angle, the SmackDown GM at the time, because Angle is injured after his match with Eddie at Mania 20. So yeah, Angle's a SmackDown GM, the evil GM. You know, he looks like he's like basically trying to be Lex Luger, you know, with the bald head. Anyway, so before this match, Cena was cutting a rap on Angle, Booker T, Rene Dupree, and RVD. This match was a good opener. The first person got eliminated was RVD. He got eliminated by John Cena by a roll-up. And RVD got, the fans boo RVD after he got eliminated. I'm guessing like RVD is one of the favorites to win the title. The second person got eliminated was Rene Dupree. Rene Dupree at this point, in my opinion, has got to be the most underrated wrestler in the Ruthless Aggression era. You know, he did well on Raw, you know, in a tag team called La Resistance. You know, by the time on SmackDown in 2004, he's a solo wrestler. You know, before this match, he was waving the flag, walking the dog Fifi. Yeah, I don't know, he's trying to get some heat because he's a foreign heel. Yeah, he did the French tickler dance during this match. Cena hit the FU onto Rene Dupree. Booker hit the axle kick onto Cena. Booker pins Rene Dupree to eliminate him after Rene took the FU by Cena. It was back and forth between Booker T and John Cena. Cena got really the advantage, hit the FU onto Booker T, pins Booker T, win this match, and retain the United States title. I don't know they did a 7-match series between. I think they did a feud between Cena and Booker T for the United States title. I'm not 100% sure. Because Cena had a feud with Carlito at the second half of 2004. I think he had a mini feud with Rene Dupree. Anyway, so it's a good opener. You had Cena, after this match, was flirting with Miss Jackie. She was beautiful, you know, she's got good tits, good makeup. And then you got Kurt Angle. Kind of criticize Charlie Haas. His former member of Team Angle, says, "You had fallen. I used to respect you. Damn it. I took you under my wing. You know, you've gone soft." And Angle booked Charlie Haas in a match with Luther Reigns. Basically, Luther Reigns is self-proclaimed Angle's new protege. And at the time, Angle on this show was on a wheelchair because weeks before the show, Big Show kind of chokeslammed Angle off a balcony. And I think like Big Show was kind of like going after Tori Wilson, but instead Angle took a bullet. Yeah, Big Show chokeslammed Angle off the balcony. His head was splat on the floor, and his legs was kayfabe broken. Yeah, we had the next match. Before I get to the second match, I need a drink of water. My throat's dried. No, it's not. Anyway, the second match, we got Charlie Haas versus Luther Reigns. Oh my god. He's not related to Roman Reigns, don't worry. During Luther's entrance, you had Luther kind of wheeled Kurt Angle near the ring. And behind Kurt Angle's wheelchair, it was possibly the French flag. It was supposed to be American flag because this is the Great American Bash. You know, Kurt Angle's good old USA. You know, Mr. Red, White, and Blue, but it's the French flag. Why could it have the American flag? Yeah, 1 year later, Angle did, like, he cut a promo, says, the best country in the world is France. So, yeah, this match between Charlie Haas and Luther Reigns, it's, just really given some Luther Reigns some exposure. You know, Charlie Haas had some offense, you know, with the suplex and the roll-up onto Luther Reigns, but Luther Reigns got the win, hit a twisted net breaker, really sick twisted net breaker to win this match. And after that, it didn't do nothing after that, you know, so what's the point? Anyway, so the next match, we got Rey Mysterio versus, really defended the Cruiserweight title against Chavo Guerrero. Chavo really won a battle royal to get a shot at the Cruiserweight title, really on the go-home show to SmackDown. And really at No Way Out, Chavo Guerrero defeated Rey Mysterio at No Way Out a few months back to become Cruiserweight champion. I think Rey won the belt back. This is match of the night, man. Back and forth between Rey and Chavo. You know, you had throughout the bulk of the match, you really had Chavo working the leg on Rey Mysterio. He did it at SummerSlam 2007. I covered it on this channel. Yeah, it's just like every Rey and Chavo match, you have Chavo working on the leg of Rey Mysterio. I understand he's trying to, you know, stop Rey Mysterio's arsenal, take the arsenal away from Rey Mysterio, the high flying moves, you know, doing the 619, the kicks, and the West Coast pop. Rey Mysterio did a 619 onto Chavo Guerrero, sorry. Man, I'm fucking up my words, man. Anyway, Chavo was going for like a Gordon bomb in the end, but instead Rey counted into a sunflip power bomb or roll up to win this match to retain the Cruiserweight title. This is really good, a really good match. And after that, the show went downhill after that. Then we got Kenzo Suzuki versus Billy Gunn. You know, the original plan for Kenzo Suzuki, his original name was supposed to be Hirohito. He's basically based on a character, based on a Japanese emperor who served at World War II. Unfortunately, they dropped it because it got a lot of heat, so he used his real life name, Kenzo Suzuki. They had a match weeks before the show, or really at the go-home show to SmackDown. You had Hirooki, Kenzo's manager and real life wife, throwing the white powder into Billy's face. That cost a DQ, set up the rematch on the show. Kenzo Suzuki, man, he ain't a good wrestler, man. Very slow, very generic. He does like the throat, you know, the attack on the throat with his hands, the chops, the kicks. You know, he's very slow, generic Japanese man. I say a lot of better Japanese wrestlers in the past, but he is just not that good. In the end, he kind of low blow Billy Gunn, hit like a crappy backbreaker to win this match. And this was Billy Gunn's final pay-per-view match in his first run with the company. It's very funny. Like, his first run started in 1993 in a tag team, one of the underrated tag team known as the Smoky Guns, with him and Bart Gunn. And then he went on to team up with one of the best tag teams in pro wrestling history, the New Age Outlaws, you know, in the Attitude Era, part of DX. And now, yeah, I heard rumors like, there's stories, he did an interview in 2005. There's major rumors like Bruce Pritchard said in one of his interviews that the reason why Billy Gunn left in 2004, but he said like, oh, Billy Gunn was burnt out. And there's also major rumors like Billy Gunn butt heads with Triple H in 2004, because they were claiming Triple H is running the show. I don't know. Yeah, Billy Gunn had a run in TNA in 2005. You know, part of the Voodoo King Mafia with his former Outlaw teammate, Road Dogg Jesse James, and then he went on to become a bodyguard with the Beautiful People in 2009. He came back in the WWE in 2012. You know, part of the Raw 1000 opening segment, and you have one more run with the tag team titles in 2014. Yep, the show is still not it wasn't better after that. It got worse. We got Tori Wilson versus Sable. Yeah, over who is the cover girl. Tori Wilson is the cover girl for this show, and Sable got pissed off. Yeah, this match is not that good. I'm going to keep it short and simple. Tori Wilson got a lot better in the years to come in the rest of her run. But Sable, she ain't that good as a worker, man. You know, she was a draw in the Attitude Era, smoking hot in the 90s. This is 2004. She was still beautiful, but she was kind of like in her, I think she's 50 right now, but she's about nearly, well, in her late 30s. Anyway, so Tori did a worse sun flip roll up. They kind of bang heads. Sable selling the head injury. You know, she was playing possum. Sable did a crappy roll-up pin onto Tori Wilson to win this match. And by the way, this is Sable's also final match in the company. She left months after. And really funny, like, you know, she debuted in 1996 with her real-life husband, Mark Merrow. Yeah, she became one of the big stars in the Attitude Era. She left in 1999 due to a sexual harassment lawsuit. She came back in 2003, you know, being the lover of Vince McMahon, during the rivalry between Vince and Stephanie. I think she was not, like, same as Billy Gunn, I think they were not doing anything at the time. I think Sable served her purpose. Yeah, and yeah, Sable went on to marry Brock Lesnar in 2006. Okay, and then, yeah, the show never got worse. We got another shit match. We got Hardcore Holly versus Mordecai. Mordecai debuted at Judgment Day. Yeah, he was basically this type of priest with all white, wearing all white, white hair, holding this type of cross. They had like this match on SmackDown before the show. It was more like a brawl. Yeah, not a good match. You basically had one more of the match. You basically had Mordecai Irish whip Holly into this type of crucifix, the symbol of Mordecai. You know, like, yeah, Hulk Holly had some offense, but yeah, Mordecai got the upper advantage, hit the crucifix bomb. It's basically the Razor's Edge to win this match. And yeah, this was Mordecai's final WWE pay-per-view appearance. He went, yeah, I think it was the week after Great American Bash. He lost to Rey Mysterio on SmackDown, his first and only loss. I heard major stories that Mordecai originally was supposed to be feuding with the Undertaker. Unfortunately, that scrapped because in real life, Kevin Furtick was in a scrap. He was in a real life bar fight. And yeah, the company was facing a lawsuit, and they kind of like took Mordecai off television back to OVW. Yeah, I think he got released afterwards. He came back in 2006 as Kevin Thorne, the vampire from the WWE's version of ECW with Ariel. So yeah, Mordecai was just a flop gimmick. Okay, and then we got a Texas Bull Rope match for the WWE Championship. Eddie Guerrero versus JBL. This is the rematch from Judgment Day when the match ended disqualification, when JBL hit Eddie Guerrero with a chair. Eddie bled. You know, Eddie, guessing low blowed JBL. Yeah, this match was entertaining. I'm not a big fan of chains, ropes, strap matches, you know, because you have to do the touch in the four corners. If your opponent do like a punch or a move, you know, a bump, you have to start all over again. This time, it was entertaining. Like, Eddie got his revenge on JBL, you know, smacking the chair onto JBL. JBL was bleeding buckets. It was really good. You know, I think they used the rope as the weapon. They used the cowbell as a weapon, you know. JBL smacked Eddie with the cowbell in the head. Eddie smacked JBL with the same cowbell into the balls, giving him a low blow. The end was really entertaining, you know. All three, JBL and Eddie Guerrero kind of touched all three corners. The ending was really good, you know. Eddie was kind of like, did a leap over JBL before he touched the fourth and final corner. Eddie thought he originally should have won this match, but instead, Kurt Angle came out, says, Eddie did not won this match. JBL's corner, really his shoulder touched the last corner, so JBL is declared the winner. So this was basically the end of Eddie Guerrero's first and only WWE title reign, and this was the start of JBL's first and only WWE title reign. People compare JBL and Jinder Mahal's title reigns. I think when people crap on Jinder, at least with Jinder was more, if he didn't do, Jinder was kind of like a low to mid-card talent when he debuted in 2011, and then 2012 he was doing the whole 3MB thing, a jobber stable. Yeah, he came back in 2016, and then 2017 they gifted him a push, winning the title in his first match as the main eventer against Randy Orton. And really, I think the worst champion has to be Jinder Mahal, because at this time, Jinder's time when he was the champion was in the company's second dark days, and it's still in its dark days. With JBL, he was because he was a former tag team, was one of the best tag teams in pro wrestling history. The Acolytes. I think JBL's run was entertaining, but yeah, he was kind of like with the cheat. He's a cheat. Jinder was a cheat. JBL's a cheat. I don't want to go into it too much. I think like I go with Jinder as the worst champion more than JBL, because JBL's reign was in the Ruthless Aggression era. It was one of the best wrestling periods in WWE history. Anyway, so moving on to the main event. The main event, we got The Undertaker versus the Dudleys in a concrete match. I said it on I think it's on my second part of my Undertaker Deadliest Matches DVD review. I don't want to go into it too much because, the story is that, the Dudleys kidnapped Paul Bearer. Basically Paul Heyman's doing, forced Undertaker to do his dirty bidding. In this match, if Undertaker refused to pin, really giving the Dudleys, being the Undertaker, like Paul Heyman will pull the lever, and you'll be, and Paul Bearer will be tuned in fucking crate. And by the way, Paul Bearer made his return to the company at WrestleMania 20 in the Undertaker's return match against his brother Kane. So yeah, not a good match. Why it's main event at Great American Bash, I don't know why. I prefer the title match as the main event instead of this match. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it. Taker hit the Tombstone Power Driver onto Devon to win this match. Paul Heyman was entertaining. His shouting was entertaining. He shouting at the Undertaker like bad dog, bad dog, bad dog, and it said, if you go step more closer, I'm going to pull the lever. That'll be the end of the Great American Bash and Paul Bearer. And I think it was Bar Ray attacked the Undertaker from behind. He thought Taker took another step forward. What I'm trying to say. 1 second. I need a water. Drink my water, man. Yeah, Barbara Ray kind of attacked the Undertaker. It looked like Taker took another step forward. It's like, right, show's over. Yeah, it's really funny. Paul Heyman's shouting, and then in the end, Taker was gonna go after Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman was trying to reach the lever, but instead he had the thunder. Really struck the cement truck, and then Taker did the whole knee bow. He thought he's gonna save Paul Bearer, but instead, the ending was so anticlimactic. He's on the mic, says, "Paul, I don't have other choice. Rest in peace." It kind of like tuned Paul Bearer in the fucking cement. And that was the end. The end of Paul Bearer Undertaker partnership. Yeah, they got partnered up in 2010 in the feud with Kane, and Paul Bearer turned on Undertaker at the 2010 Hell in a Cell pay-per-view in the Hell in a Cell match between Undertaker and Kane. So anyway, the Great American Bash 2004, the WWE's revival version of Great American Bash, I'd give it a 4 out of 10. I think the opening match, the Cruiserweight title match, and Eddie versus JBL, they are good. They are the most best matches of the night. Besides that, you got like wrestlers with crappy gimmicks are not getting over, versus like guys instead of Charlie Haas, because Charlie Haas is underrated in my opinion. Like you got wrestlers like past their peak, like Billy Gunn and Hardcore Holly. Were not doing anything at the time. And Sable and Tori Wilson is really a dog shit match, and the concrete match between Taker and the Dudley Boys, like I say, it was just a fucking anticlimactic. It was crappy. And this is the problem doing a, brand only pay-per-view. Not just in this brand split, in the second one right now, because they didn't do one anymore. They stopped doing it in 2018 because the reason why they don't really do brand split, the reason why the brand split pay-per-views flopped because they don't have a deep enough roster. I feel like some of the matches you probably see on Raw, SmackDown, Heat, or Velocity. Okay, that's my review of Great American Bash 2004. Hope you like it. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, smash the like button, and subscribe to the Central Mind Network on YouTube. Next time, let's go back 1 year prior to 2003, the last WWE June pay-per-view. That will be the first. This pay-per-view marks the very first ever brand-only pay-per-view. I'm talking about WWE Bad Blood 2003. This is the Central Man officially signing out. Check you later.